Hi there. It's May the 2nd, 2025. This is Bob and Lou. We're in the process of installing electronic indicator of the shift, whatever the transmission is in. And we were originally going to mount it in here, but then got to looking and decided that the column drop would be a better location and easier to put in. That background noise is Lou opening up the hole for the indicator. Okay. I'm going to pause here and I'll be back in a little bit. Back after a short pause. Hole's been cut. The transmission shift indication has been put in. This is tight. Now we're going to go and install this. That's my blood from hitting my finger on the belt sander. Nothing like a little blood contribution to the cause. Anyway, I'm going to pause again here. I'll come back when we get this plugged into the car. Back again, same day, short pause. We've now installed the shift gear indicator. And you can see it looks pretty good there, huh?
Yeah, a lot better than trying to go in here, cut through. You know, there's no room to cut in that panel. So this is perfect right there.
Yeah. It's kind of usually where it is on top of the column too, right?
Yeah. Usually they're right here.
All right. So what's next? The control box and the
all the rest of the garbage that got to go in this thing. There's quite a bit of stuff that's got to go into it.
There's the module,
What's that girl?
Which is over here in the box. Hardware. That goes on the transmission. Bracket for it, and here is the control unit. This is the part that'll go under the dash. Okay, gonna pause again, be back. Hey, back again after a little longer pause than usual. We got the indicator part installed okay, as was just shown. However, we went to install the rest of the kit. That part is missing from the kit. Indicator trans arm. That little tapered piece is missing. So Lou is called Locar and they're going to send us a part when they get around to it. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, but that's the way it goes. Alright, Lou is underneath the car right now, and I guess he's going to install some of this other stuff. So I think at this point I'm going to end this segment 1 for today, and I'll pick this up later. Thank you all. Hello out there. It's May 9th, 2025. This is Lou and Bob at the Two Old Guys Garage. What we've just finished doing is completing the install and the programming of the transmission gear indicator, which is that thing there. This is the programming box that you got to go through. It's a little bit complex. 4th or 5th time was the charm.
Yeah, 5th time was the charm.
Okay, turn it on. Let's show them how it looks. Okay, as you can see, there's a letter N for neutral.
P for drive.
There's reverse. And then park. Now, we didn't go below drive to gear 2 and gear 1, which it does work, but we're having a certain amount of...
Something within the shifting down inside the this thing here.
Yeah, this thing here, when it gets from drive to gear 2, gear 1, it kind of hangs up and doesn't want to move. So we've got a little mechanical something maybe at the
Yeah,
bottom.
but it's nothing to worry about. I never used it.
Lou says he only uses drive, neutral, reverse, and park. Anyway, so we started the car up and we verified that the indications of what gear it's in over there do in fact correspond with the transmission, and it works all right. So at this point, I'm going to take and unstick the module and mount it back where it belongs. Interesting technical device. Okay, with that I'm going to pause. I'll be back in a little bit. Same day, back after a pause. If you recall from an earlier video, when we first time we took the car out to drive the Anglia, we were waiting for somebody to wake up at a traffic light, and Lou had installed these horns, eBay special, I guess. I made a comment, they sounded like a kid's tricycle. So, seeing how Cinco de Mayo here was Lou's birthday, I got him a high and a low tone set from the English cars like I put on the Coupe. And hit the horn, Lou. Oh, okay, now look at that package. A little car, big noise. I'll show you where they go. Oh, there we go. That's one horn. That's another horn. Looking good. Okay.
Definitely hear it now.
Yeah. Alrighty, I'm gonna close this off and catch you back later. Hey, back again. This is the original Wilwood master cylinder that we put together, adapted, and installed. And the it's a single, obviously, and it's a 7/8 inch bore, I believe, Wilwood, which between the small bore and the booster, there's actually too much braking power, right? I mean, it wants to nose over on the stop. So what we've decided to do is replace that with a dual master cylinder for better safety. And on the dual, that master cylinder, I think, is a 1-inch bore, which should reduce the mechanical leverage. So here's the cylinder.
Yeah.
This is what, a GM?
Yeah, it's either Ford or GM, one of the...
Yeah, and you got this from where? Summit?
Yeah, this came from
Speedway. Okay. Now,
the problem with this whole situation is it'll sit like that, but using regular fittings, a straight fitting here, the edge of the fender is right there.
goes all about that, right?
Yeah, so it will not, the lines, you can't get the lines there. So, to do this, we're going to use I ordered 90s, but they're back ordered. They say they won't have them for over a month. So, come on. That's ridiculous. So I went with a bulkhead, and which is a
banjo,
number three here.
And it's what they call a banjo fitting.
It's
right?
banjo fitting, but the problem is, is this baby here? The nut is a little too long, too much, So I ordered a shorter nut, which I'm supposed to get tomorrow, hoping it'll do the trick.
Okay, so that special hex bolt is a 25 millimeter.
This is 3/8. It's a 3/8.
3/8 on the thread, but the length of the square bolt.
Oh yeah, the length of it is a 25 millimeter.
And it gets a little too tight.
I can't. It bottoms out.
Bottoms out in the inverted flare
before the
piece that's in
so
the hole.
Right now I have a O-ring in there, which would work, but I got some smaller ones coming. I got 20 millimeter ones coming. Should do the trick.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And then.
And this will fit the.
Yeah, that'll fit everything else.
Everything else will fit here.
Yeah.
And unlike me, where I say black is beautiful, Lou has ordered also a chrome cover for it. So that'll be the next job coming up, is to replumb the brake system
Yeah,
to a dual
replumb the brake system.
larger bore cylinder, and probably relocate the proportion valve to the rear only.
No, I'll just leave everything alone. Okay, what I'm going to do is I have a block like this down below right now, which is a four-way. I got enough, actually, yeah, because my brake switch goes in here, and then this goes to the back brakes. So this is what I'll do is when I cut the line, I'll just plug this plug. I'll put a plug in this one here, and then I'll put this one in here, and this will go to the front brakes.
Where does the master cylinder? Oh,
Right, go like that.
okay, you mean the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting that in these cylinders, the front brakes are operated from the rear
Yeah.
of the master cylinder, and the back brakes from the front of the master cylinder.
Yeah. So anyhow, that all that'll go underneath the car, and this here will go up to the front calipers.
Okay, looking good.
Yeah.
All right, so the 20-millimeter pieces are due
Yeah.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then what? At that point, you'll start.
Once I get, for sure, if they fit, no problem at all, then I'll go ahead and start pulling everything apart. But I'm not going to pull nothing apart until I make sure I have everything right.
Are you going to paint this?
I don't know. It's, the hell do. I got a chromey cap, so that's.
All right, that sounds good. So, what else we got going on? Brakes,
That'll be it for now.
the brakes. One of these days we got to cut the unused tabs off of the bottom of the frame,
Yeah, I got to cut
because
those.
it looks like one of them might be contacting.
Well, once I pull the wheels off, bleed the brakes and everything,
You'll get it at
I'll
the
cut
same-
I'll cut all that stuff off.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, I think at this point we're about at the end of this particular segment, which, as usual, it's part 50-something, and this will be segment 2 of whatever that part is, which you'll see when you first log on.
52, isn't it? 53.
Oh, no, 56 or
I
7.
lost
Oh,
track.
yeah, we got a lot of. Okay, that's it. See you all later. Take care, everybody. Stay out of trouble.